You can hear the battle raging outside, and what you hear, and then followed by what you feel, is this massive roar. Something makes the ground tremble, and something outside has gone very, very wrong. But nothing inside. As you guys open up into the grand throne room, you see at the far end, about 100 feet away, there is a small raised platform, and sitting there is a chair made of pure white alabaster encrusted with blue sapphire gems. It is ornately carved with mother of civilization, Miravina, pouring forth knowledge from it. Up around the walls, you can see where this once was a senate, where a council might have gathered, and it creates this sort of auditorium, this amphitheater. You begin to run as coming down from those steps and from those stairs, you see this liquefying ooze, this thick gel. What would you guys like to do to run interference for the Emperor?
I would like to assist the Emperor by casting Puppet and moving him an extra 30 feet on an extra turn.
Okay.
So giving him a dash,
I'm
basically.
panashing the ooze.
Okay.
Wall of force from the staff around to create a barrier.
Great.
I'm going to give him buoyancy. I'm going
Nice.
to have Archie come over and be like, here's 10 feet of flying.
Great.
Is there any enemies?
So you can physically like hold back the ooze. It's kind of what these doppelgangers keep getting birthed out of, and you can see them starting to try to take shape and rise up.
Yeah.
So if you want to come attacking through the ooze, you can.
If there's a head bitch in charge, for example,
Sure.
I would probably rage and attack that one so
Great.
that it has disadvantage against the Emperor.
Okay, let's do that.
I'm going to shatter.
Shatter. Perfect.
More, or are we good?
I
I
feel
have
like
a
that
second
was-
action ready.
No.
Okay.
Everybody just roll me a d20.
Oh, right in the middle. 10. 10 feet of flying.
5.
Okay.
Buoyancy's
10.
weird.
Okay. 10.
8.
Okay.
Those were terrible rolls.
Yeah.
2 10s. Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
As the Emperor goes running, he begins to lift, sort of bounce up and through the way. The puppet urges him forward a little bit. He kind of trips. He's suddenly being pushed by a lot of stuff.
Should have
but
stayed a mouse.
but he continues to run. The force of the ooze manifesting up in front of Madeline sort of mirrors back your former human face to you. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
With advantage.
With
Hero's
advantage.
feast.
Yeah. The force wall begins to continue to part, pressing back the oozes from along the walls. Riker, you prepare to attack, and what'd you roll?
16.
Okay. Mark that down with your list of failed madness checks.
Does it count because I died?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And went to hell?
Yes.
Doesn't reset.
Okay, so 2.
As you go to swing, you bring the greatsword to bear, and it's all of the visages of your family that usually stand around you and protect you, and you hesitate for just the slowest of seconds, and then it sloughs back into itself and dips around past you. Your shatter ends up sending all of these scattered parts back out and away, but wherever one of the globules of ooze is shattered and sprayed, it catches into another body and it's just absorbed up into it. Most of these things are unhumanoid. As you guys watch the Emperor, he comes within 5 feet of the throne. He is practically leaping. His
By force.
his hands reach up and grab a hold of the arms of the throne. The little tentacles and cephalopod things are grabbing at his feet. I'm going to give him an athletics check. He has a +10.
Because he blesses the house.
Can he be
himself.
inspired?
He can take the bless. Yeah.
So it needs to be a 10.
So he has a +10. It is a DC of. I'm going to make it a contested athletics check against
Oh, you brought out the big boys.
Dweeblix.
Yeah.
Our goodness is from when we dealt with it with the Zerky blood.
May I ask a question?
Please do.
Dweeblix is one of the demon.
Princes.
Princes.
He's a prince of ooze.
Ooze prince.
The creeping darkness does not like these demons
It does not.
at all.
No.
I've seen the demons. I know what they do. I know enough to go, hold the fucking phone. This is a goddamn demon. Do I know
Exactly
enough?
in that voice.
Sure. I would like to reach the fuck out deep into my goddamn soul.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't direct. This is the creeping void. That's what it sounds
That's
like.
exactly
The
what it
creeping
sounds
void
like.
is just.
Oh,
And yes, I would like to say now is a good time to help.
Roll a percentile.
Whatever the fuck that was. Fucking 14. No, it's
Yeah.
a 14.
if it was a 10 of the
That's
it
a-
would work.
It's your level or lower.
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say,
Oh,
if it was a 10 of the
You're
divinity, it
fucking
works.
kidding me.
Oh, God.
It's we're level
So-
14.
So here's what I'm going to do. They both have a +10.
Oh,
He has bless. I'm going to put Bane
oh
on
nice.
the other guy. I'll let you roll that D4.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. I don't know what's wrong. It's fine.
Dweeblix.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's a natural 20.
You're a
No!
natural 20.
That's -3.
27. So the Emperor
Let's roll 27.
has to roll a 17 or
Plus
because he
the-
has a +10.
With his, yeah.
Plus the 4.
So
oh,
he has
with,
to-
Yeah.
with the 4, yeah. 4 included.
So he has to roll a 7?
No.
At least
It's
a 7.
He has to roll a
I
17.
don't know. Just
17 plus 10 is the modifier.
It's 27 plus
Yep.
the 4.
Yep. It's a 16. Plus 3 is 19. Plus 10 is 29.
Fucking rock and roll, yeah.
I'm going to
With-
vomit.
Without the creeping darkness,
Ah!
That would've been a-
that would have been a fail.
What about a 30 versus
I'm
20?
dying.
Who would have thought?
The pods grip a hold of the Emperor's feet like spiders' webs. They begin to shoot, catching him along the arms, along the back of his shoulder blades. They begin to pull against him, his claws digging into the alabaster. You can see them leaving marks as he grips a hold of them. And then the shadows that laid beneath all of those tentacles, all of those cephalopod little grips, all of those suctioning pieces rises up, and they cut, not all of them, but just enough to give the Emperor a purchase. His fingers dig in and he grabs a hold of the back of the chair and he begins to turn, his body barely reaching in it. And just as his torso sort of crosses the threshold on the front of the chair, you see what would be this divine light, this brightness, this purity of white that would creep down, but instead there are shadows. And there's a moment in which you watch the Emperor sit, and it's the first time you've ever seen him be afraid, as though something were not right. The light, that black light, washes away in the midst of a burning flame. The throne itself ignites. You watch the crystal on his skull crack and shatter, and his skin begin to break apart. His being begin to royally spread. The throne of stone, this alabaster, becomes the epicenter of this vast, this mighty earthquake. It begins to crack and roll, and the oozes, all of those little green puddles, all of those sticky, slimy, slithering pools begin to drain down into the burning fires of Branos, the Lord of the Forge, second in the heavens. You hear great dirge. Words that you've recognized sort of as a child. They are the script upon which this city was built. You can see the throne of Miravina, this throne of alabaster and sapphire, begin to emanate energy out throughout the city. The roof begins to cave in. A giant tentacling kaiju of a doppelganger tries to reach down and unseat the Emperor, but its hand burns in an instant. Its body begins to fall apart into ash. You guys wait, watching for a long moment. All across the city, doppelgangers that had begun to expose themselves to turn from within are erupting into monstrous creatures, the entirety of the Rockhawk Legion descending upon them, and now this wave of divine power pours forth. Their shape lost, the demon energy burning up out from within them, breaking the connection that they relied on. But it goes beyond the city. It goes all throughout Rodom. Everywhere that is the Empire, now doppelgangers are exposed, shown for the traitors, the saboteurs that they are. All across the continent, a battle rages. And here, in the throne room, you look at the Emperor Don Dorian, his face now in sort of floating, separate, impressionistic chunks. Helion struggles against us. His blessing leaves me. The divine right, I can see them. I can see them all. I see the pantheon before me. I am trying. I know. There's something here, something within. There was a flaw. A traitorous flaw in our plan from the beginning. It's a city, a state, built on unity. But an idea that we were better together, as one, rather than something above to hand down laws or rules. A single man can be removed, can be corrupted, can be replaced. No one entity should be that. No one entity can speak for all. We inherited sins of our fathers, but we know the way forward. He reaches up, his hands unraveling like spiraling threads of ribbon. They stretch and elongate. You see them begin as though his mind, now this black hole, begins to draw infinitely into it. He barely is able to pull within his palm the black gem, his namesake. It was madness that we should take something so beautiful and turn it so wrong. Let that madness be contained here. And he releases it, and it floats out ever so gently. I'm here. Do right by this empire. No. By this republic. As is my last decree, I would see the land given back to the people. I would see their gods returned to them, their faiths restored. Restore the balance. I will deal with these doppelgangers. You all promise me now. Use my gem, contain the lunacy within, and see it taken far from our homes. You watch as he begins to dissipate. A vessel of divine energy poured through with 14 deities to face down and hold away the burning light of Helion. The night is long, but this battle is short. The entirety of the city steps out of its homes. The guards begin picking up the pieces. The throne upon which Don Dorian sat is destroyed with him. His final act to remove the symbol of imperial rule. There will be much to fix in days to come, but your mission is very different. Hal sits on the steps. And gently weeps into his hands. The others sit around him. Come on. Alain, you must know there was no other way. This is not something that we could. For once, Lundus fails to find the words. And instead, he just sits behind his friend. They lean against each other, back to back. Reshki and Portia come and join them. Caliber sits to the side. And thus falls the Albrechtian Empire. Tomorrow, with the sun, rises the Republic, born of a black gem. That's our game.
Oh my god.
God damn. Yeah, me too.
Look at
Same. Yeah.
Can I just
Yeah.
for
Fuck
fuck's
yeah.
sake. Oh my god.
Fucking A.